Alright guys, this is your boy Tacho here, and today we are playing some Hunter x Hunter Battle All-Stars, and we got a new update today. Some really cool stuff actually. Before we get into anything, let me talk about Treasure Hunt. So okay, we've got the versus Meruem Treasure Hunt. This is the one where you can win the auras, and as an added bonus, it looks like they've added these evolution materials for that new Kurapika. So if you didn't manage to evolve Kurapika before, you're going to get your chance to do it now. So definitely farm these evolution materials and try to evolve that Kurapika. You definitely want to play this treasure hunt. As you can see, I actually already played it right before I started recording, so I'm going to play it again as soon as it's ready. Just play it every 4 hours. It's one of the best to play. So let's talk about the new cards now. We got a couple of new cards this week. So for starters, on this red banner, you're going to have a 5% chance to get Snake Killua, Fighter Knuckle, the new Pitou, the new Shawapoof, and the new Komugi as a 6-star. And also, you're going to have a 4% chance to summon Snake Killua and the new Komugi as 5-stars. And for regular 6-star units on the banner, you're going to have a 3% chance. That's not the best compared to the one we had last week, which was like 8%. And then there was one before that that was 10%. So this one isn't really as good as those, but still not bad. And for any normal 5-star unit, you're going to have a 32% chance, which is again not bad. 1 in 3 for a 5-star is pretty good, though still not the best. We've seen higher before. So whether or not you want to summon is going to be up to you. And actually, another cool thing to mention is that on this banner, when you get tickets from doing summons, you actually only have to do 5 summons to get a ticket, to do a ticket summon on the ticket banner. So that's actually really cool. So I would recommend, actually, if you have stones to spare, definitely summon on this banner, because 5 summons for 1 ticket is pretty good. So now let's talk about the new cards. Let's see what these new units actually do. Okay, we got a tanker gone there. I don't know where this gun is from, actually. Where is this gone from? I feel like I've seen him before somewhere. Was he a free-to-play card? I can't remember. I think, isn't this the anniversary gone? That's what he reminds me of, but I'm not sure though. His abilities look a little different. Okay, there's also a Machi here. Okay, this is actually a fighter Machi that we could farm from an event mission from before. So you can actually evolve that Machi up to a 6-star now. That's really good. That's a 6-star free-to-play unit. They're treating us well with that, man. You don't see that very often. I think the only other 6-star unit that was farmable was that Wizard Meruem from back in the Christmas banner. That was a really good farmable unit as well. Okay, we've got a tanker Knuckle here. He like a dying Knuckle. Look at that artwork, man. He's like dying there. And he's got LP8 actually. That's a really good ability. LP8. What that does is when you finish a map, you're gonna get 80% extra limited aura points. So it's really good for farming and leveling up your units. So definitely get this Knuckle. And over here, this is the new Komugi card. Let's talk about her for a bit. She is a Lord type, and she's got 1,820 health, doing 50 damage times 4. Okay, that's pitiful. Her health is really poor, and her attack is only 200. Wow, there are a lot of 4-star and 5-star units that actually have better stats than her by the looks of it. Okay, for her skill, it looks like for 13 seconds... What does this say now? It's really small. My eyes are actually a little blurry right now, because I've been up all night pretty much, so forgive me if I'm reading this wrong, but to me it looks like what it says here is selected ally is going to get 8 times defense, and also she's going to put up reflect. So basically you choose one ally and they're going to have 8 times defense, and they're going to reflect incoming damage to all the enemies. So actually that's the same thing as Fighter Yuppie and Sniper Zeno. That's interesting actually, because now I'm actually wondering if when she does that, if they're going to reflect damage and they're going to gain skill points. Because you know how when you reflect damage with Fighter Yuppie, he gains skill points as he reflects damage to the opponents. So I wonder if this Komugi can actually give that effect to the person that she's buffing with this skill. So that could be really cool. I would actually want to try that out. That seems like it could be pretty broken on certain units if you can get them to really build up their skill points even faster. That's interesting. Okay, let's take a look at her support. King of the Ants, so basically Meruem cards are going to get 8 times damage, plus 4 range, plus 1000 defense, and all immunities. Okay, that's really good. It's only going to work on Meruem units, but of course those stat buffs are really good, and she's of course also giving him all. And as far as abilities go, she's got Map Heal 50, all immunities, no push, support all, so basically no matter what's wrong with her, even if she's dead, she's going to be supporting her support character. And she's got SP4 and no parameter down. So as far as abilities go, she looks pretty solid, and having SP4 is actually really good on her because since her stats are really bad but her support skill is really good, what you're going to want to do is have her support a really good Meruem card and then switch her in at any moment and use her skill to buff somebody, and then switch her back out and let Meruem do all the fighting. So that's a pretty cool way to abuse this Komugi if you've got a good Meruem card to support her with. Okay, let's take a look at this Pitou. Okay, I really like the artwork on this Pitou actually. That's pretty cool art. She is a healer type with 6,230 health. Wow, that is really high actually. That's obscene. For a healer type, that's a lot. And she's got 3,000 attack. Again, that's a lot for a healer type. She can actually fight if that's the case. Man, they're really going crazy with these healer types these days, right guys? They have some crazy stats now compared to back in the day when healer types had like 1,000 health and they were doing like 100 damage, man. All of a sudden healer types have become the meta, right? Okay. So let's take a look at her skill. It looks like for 13 seconds she is going to cut all damage by 100% for all. Wow, what the hell? Did I just read that right? 100% damage cut to all allies, and then she's gonna bounce back any incoming damage by 3 times. Are you insane right now, man? That's stupid, yo. That's like freaking Fighter Meruem 92, except she gives it to your whole team. What is up with that, man? That's broken. Holy shit. Wow, guys. I don't even know what to say to that. That is some real game breaking right there. And for 13 seconds too, man. Wow. Wow. Okay, I guess that's a thing now. So this is a really broken card. Okay, let's take a look at her support skill. It looks like as long as her supporting character has 50% health or more, they are going to get 7 times damage, plus 4 speed, plus 4 range, and plus 700 defense. Okay, man, what is up with that? That's even better than Tanker Kurapika and Lord Illumi, and also Sniper Meruem 83 too. That is the best support skill I've seen in terms of raw stats to any character. That's really good. This Pitou, wow, they were just having fun with this card. They were like, okay, let's just forget about balance and let's just make a really broken unit. Let's take a look at her abilities here. She's got all immunities. She's got Wizard Heal. She's got no push. She's got attack up level 22. I have no idea how much that's going to raise her attack by. And she's got SP4 and no parameter down. Okay, so this Pitou, I don't even know what to say. She is really broken. That's crazy. Okay, let's take a look at this guy here. Wizard Poof. Let's see what he does. Okay, he's got 5,320 health. He's doing 1,890 damage times 2. Okay, that's actually for a wizard, that's really powerful. That's almost 4,000 damage, just shy of 4,000 damage. So that's not bad at all. It looks like his skill is going to do 60% skill point boost to any ally that you choose. Okay. And on top of that, he's going to give them 5 seconds of invincibility. Okay, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting to see some more units that do something like that really old Lord Hisoka from back in the day that gives one ally plus 40% skill points, and then he gives them a damage cut by 100%. But instead, it looks like this poof is going to do 5-second invincibility and 60% skill points boost. So that's really good, especially if you've got a unit with SP bonus, because that's going to mean they're going to get back 100% skill points. So that's really good. I've been waiting on more skill point boosters like this that can really just provide some good skill points to your characters and help you loop more and more. Alright, his support skill is 6 times damage, plus 3 speed, plus 3 range, and plus 550 defense to anybody, which is really good. Of course, not as good as this broken Pitou up here, but still pretty good. And his abilities are no push, all immunities, map heal 50, stun level up 50, no stun, and SP 4. Okay. Really good abilities, really solid abilities. I like these new units. These are really cool cards, especially this Pitou. If you want to break the game, just summon this card. I don't see how you're losing with this Pitou, actually. As long as you have her and you have invincibility on top of that, you're really not going to lose any missions, guys. So definitely summon for that Pitou. Okay, let's move on. Let's take a look at the missions. Okay, we've got a new mission here versus Shawapoof. I'm not really going to talk about all the prizes you can win. By this point, we already know. You just play it like 50 times and you're going to win 2-star auras and aura evolution materials. It's been pretty much the same exact thing for how many weeks now, right, guys? So we already know about that. And finally, let's take a look at the Hunter Association missions. Alright, so we got nothing new as far as unrestricted goes. So let's take a look at restricted now. Okay, we've got 2 new missions. I actually I was a bit sneaky, guys. I played off camera a little bit because I played the treasure hunt, and then I came in and I saw this mission and I tried to beat it, but I didn't beat it all the way. I got like halfway through and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get it done because my team wasn't really well suited to do it. So anyway, if you take a look here, you're going to see this new Knuckle card. And you really want to farm this guy here because he's going to give you LP8, which I said before, it's really good for farming and leveling up your characters. And you can also win a 4-star aura on this map, and you can also win the speed and the range parameter ups. So those are really good prizes. You're going to want to try to get those. And as far as the requirements go, this one here is clear map 1, or not clear map 1, what am I talking about? Clear the whole map. This one here is on map 1, do 850,000 damage in 1 hit to Knuckle. This one here is on map 2, do 2 million damage to Knuckle in 1 hit. Over here on map 3, you gotta hit Knuckle, do 22,000 damage to him by bouncing with a counter. So for that, you might want to use a unit that has a counter effect on them, like Tanker Killua, or I don't know who else. Fighter Crollo is pretty good for that as well. And on the final one, you're going to want to clear map 4 in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, so pretty basic stuff. I actually tried it though, and it's not that basic. He just spams a ton of skills. So I'm going to have to develop a strategy for that one and come back and we'll talk about that again. And let's talk about this other mission here. Okay, as far as requirements go, it's just clear the map, which is the first requirement. This one here is Poison Biscay on map 1. This one here is on map 2, only use skills 2 times. On this one here, it's on map 3, don't use any skills to attack Phaeton. On map 4, in 1 hit, do 350,000 damage to Hisoka. And on the final map, on map 5, don't change any characters. So this one is probably going to be easy. I haven't actually played it, but I'll have to play it eventually. And these missions here cost a lot of Zenny to play. The bottom one costs 10 million, and this Knuckle one costs 20 million. So yeah, you're going to have a lot of money to be able to play these missions a lot, but it's going to be worth it because there's some really good prizes to win there. So anyway, that's going to wrap up the video, guys. I'm going to have to come back and definitely play that Knuckle mission and try to see if I can come up with a good way to beat it. But yeah, like I said before, you probably want to summon on this banner because that Pitou is a little obscene, man. I'm surprised they made a card like that. Because basically, she's just Fighter Meruem 92, except she gives the effect to your whole team. And that is just, that's nuts, man. I don't know what's up with that. And her support skill, of course, is, like I said as well, the highest raw stat boost we've seen in the game for any unit. So that's just crazy, man. So anyway, that's going to wrap up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, this is your boy Tacho signing out. So cheers, have a great day, and I hope to see you again soon.